All right, we're recording, so I'm going to hit the stinger. Let me see. Let me give it 5 seconds and go. Got to find a way to make that longer. That. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another weekend uh, episode of To Be Announced, where we are giving you some of the geek-centric stories of the past week. I am Antonio Pomares of the Hungry Bleak podcast, and as always, with me is
JabbaChan, what's up?
and the illustrious.
Hey, what's up, your girl Joynfinity?
Right, how are you all doing today?
I'm good. Chilling.
Are we ready?
Very
Are we
well.
set to let these people know what happened? Because we weren't here last week. We had a nice event that we went to that we will be talking about a little later on in the show. I promise you, folks. But we're going to get into a couple of stories. We're going to see a trailer that you probably have seen, but we want to give our takes on it. Also, the fact that Jabba and Joy have not seen that trailer. You probably know what trailer I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to say the name, but always notice that the T-shirt will usually give away something in the episode. I'm always giving you little breadcrumbs, little Easter eggs. Folks just have to know what's going on in order to figure it out. But let's go with the first story. Is going to be Disney settles their court case with former exec Victoria Alonso. This was a big shakeup thing happened a few weeks ago, I want to say, where she was dismissed, she was fired, laid off, whatever term you would like to use, and it was really crazy that it happened out of nowhere. She was in charge of the special effects uh, area of Disney, which I'm not going to lie has been kind of lacking. But I think it's because they've been doing so much between movies and Disney Plus, the TV shows. There's a lot going on. A lot of things are rushed. They're kind of doing it now with content. You know, we all remember what happened with Banner in the Hulkbuster suit, that CGI, which was not pleasant. And honestly, in Quantumania, wasn't really hitting the way it usually hitting. It didn't have that.
Didn't see it.
Yeah, you're fine. You didn't. I'm gonna be right.
It was
No offense.
overly saturated CGI,
which made it, I think, worse because
Yep.
it looked like some of it looked like it wasn't even finished, or like it was like still loading while the movie was on, like it was at like 87%.
Oh no!
It didn't have that polish that normally does.
But
And like you're saying, it was oversaturated.
like like we know like most of the stuff they film is like obviously gonna have like some type of like green screen going on. But with Quantumanium, you could tell it's like, all right, I'm in a green room and everything's coming at me.
Stop.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because everything is just everything. It's not like there's a room. You know what I mean? So everything is not there. The people are the only things that are real in that room.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
You know what I mean? Just because, we figured they're in the quantum realm.
Yeah.
So you can't have the quantum realm be like a room or a studio. I mean, they could have actually, maybe, I don't know, depending on what they have. But anytime else that we've seen in the quantum realm, it's been in little bits.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't been the whole movie. Because it's literally Quantumania. Yeah, there's mania. So they're going to be settling with that. Marvel's got a lot of shakeups going on. There may be some other shakeups going on in the company. A lot's going on. A lot. So we'll keep you updated on what's happening there. But the bigger something gets, the more shakeups have to happen because of evolution and such like that. But yeah, it's a little weird.
The only shakeup I was hearing about is the one that has to do with J-May. And I'm not saying any more about that name, but that's all I've been seeing is just like stuff going. And I just made that name up. There's a nickname.
But I know exactly who you're talking about.
We all know who you're.
That's the only person that I've heard.
No, there are like behind the scenes executives, like there's stuff like that that's going on. There's shakeups going on with the company. Like I said, a couple weeks ago, when Pearl Mutler, who's been there for forever, is gone. So there's stuff that have that this happens with companies a lot. I mean, you could look at again WWE and Endeavor merging. and that whole shakeup and everything, and Vince McMahon being brought back into the company because of it, and it's just it makes me want to watch Succession because
Mm.
this is basically like what's happening there. So yeah, that's happening. See it going on. I want to know kind of more about that, but yeah, we'll go from there. Uh, we're going to go to Joynfinity. Yes,
Me.
yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if we would have watched the trailer first or if we were just gonna do the thing. That was afterward.
No, we're gonna do.
That afterward. Okay, cool. So my news as a gamer, I know we all are, but one of the things that I was thinking about in life was, we're gonna get older. Obviously, we all have not touched like we've touched the fountain of youth, so we all still look really great for our ages. But
Mm-hmm.
as we continue to get older, I was wondering, you know, do people still play video games as they get older in this generation right now? I mean, obviously, we do. But there was an article that said over 50-year-old gamers feel overlooked. And I understand completely. Even the age I'm at, I feel like these games are hard and I don't understand it. But it says that more Americans, specifically ages 50 and up, are playing video games more than ever, which who can blame them? The whole pandemic really changed a lot of our lives. So it does say that AARP, which I know we've gotten AARP stuff in the mail by now.
Thank you.
AARP,
Thank you.
I'm saying
Yeah.
it started when I crossed over to that threes, to the threes. They're like, Joy, we know you've been going through some stuff. AARP is here for you, sweetie. They said that 52.4 million who are 50 and older are at least playing games once a month, which is crazy because I'm like, wow, I'm so happy because prior to this, I've only seen people our age and younger play video games. I barely know anyone, only what, 2-3 people in my family, actual family, who play video games, not including myself. So I was just like, wow, it does get better. It gets better after time. But it says that most of them obviously play things on their phone and they prefer, they prefer the puzzles, card games, word games, which we've seen our parents play mostly. A lot of them say that they do not obviously see themselves reflected in games. They would like the industry to create video games that are consistent and do help them be able to challenge themselves mentally and emotionally. And I know I've played video games on stream that are including the older generation. I played a game, I'm trying to think of the name of it right now, but it was the woman who had dementia. And she wasn't older, but just having that kind of, that kind of
Realness.
emotion, realness, and that type of situation. That's something that a lot of families go through. And that's something that I'm glad that someone decided to make a video game about it. But I know a lot of people that are older than that are experiencing way more. And it's nice that that was included in a video game that didn't take as long. It wasn't 50 million years long to complete, but still to actually have someone focus on that was really nice. So all that to say that while this generation is playing more games than ever, they are also spending the same amount that we used to spend, at least to my knowledge, in 2004, which they're playing and spending $49 a month on games, which I don't know what games they're playing, but specifically for PS4, PS3, PS5, I don't know. But if they're able to spend $49.99 or $49 on video games, that's a market they're not touching. And I feel like that's something that we could be looking into. But me, I can't even afford that right now. Like I need my gaming to be down a bit because I ain't got money like that right now.
I'm curious about that. The 50 and older, because I'm 45. So the 50 and older,
Sure.
I'm wondering if they're thank you. I'm wondering if they're people who grew up playing games like myself, or are they first time gamers? Like they're new to gaming. I'm wondering about that. Also, the games that and they want to be represented. Obviously, I feel the same way, which is why I play more where you can create a character. So my favorite games are Destiny, Mass Effect, something that I don't see the character because then I envision more of myself in that role. Something like that. But I'm curious about that if they're like new to gaming or if they've been gaming for a while and they realize, hey, this game doesn't reflect my age, which most of them are not. be honest with you. They're going to have characters that are in their, let's say, 20s or 30s. You're not going to see very many games with characters who are in their 40s and 50s and have that as a lead character. You're not.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean
Um,
the main one I did play again too, which I know you were part of it, was Later Daters.
Oh yeah,
That
why does
was
that sound
Grandma
familiar?
Jenkins.
Grandma Joy Bell Jenkins on the ones and twos. I'm serious. I had a whole shower cap on.
You had a whole bonnet. Like
I had
you,
a
like we
bonnet.
gave you the name. We're like Grandma Jenkins.
I had a nightgown.
God.
I was in the
Oh.
nursing home. I was macking on all the people. I was at the gay in the nursing home too.
I tried to hold it together. I really did.
Joy Bell
Oh.
Jenkins.
I could not.
It was like watching a soap opera.
It was so good. And that was also another
Lord.
great game to play. Like that was another wonderful, and they were definitely older than 60,
Mm.
70 years old. There was macking all in the nursing home.
So wait, let me throw in this question.
Mhm.
As gamers who are actually older, would you even want to have a game that reflects your age rather than like play somebody who is in like let's say like their 20s or 30s, like,
Mm.
or do you really want to play as as you are as an older gamer?
Well, their research is saying that 70% of them don't feel like the games are made with them in mind. So I feel like a lot of them do like the fact that they're playing younger, but they're in situations that clearly they probably never thought about in video games, and a lot of them aren't playing as many shooters. And I don't know if they have the time to even want to create their own person. They're just kind of like, let's just play the game and have fun and do whatever we like used to do back in the whatever age they were. But I think that they wanted to.
Jesus. What?
I'm trying.
Let's go down and get an egg cream. What the? Let's go watch the Big Bopper. That's before even I was a kid.
That sounds like 50 is not old. I was just kind of like, oh, I don't know this generation, what they used to go outside and play with the stick and ball. Like, I don't know what they used to do. And I'm digging deeper, just digging deeper.
Yeah,
Just
Jeez.
stop it. I just feel like
making my back hurt.
no. Well, you need to take some
Thank
Tylenol.
you. Yeah, I need to
Some
put a hot
Advil.
water bottle on my lower back.
Get
I already
some
cracked
hot
mine
tea.
3 times. So
Oh my
Look,
god!
it happens.
Look, you need to take your glucosamine chondroitin. All right,
Yeah.
take that.
Jeez.
Sit down. But yeah, I
I
just
am sitting.
yeah, we're all sitting. You know I'm losing
Geritol.
my memory. You know I'm
Yeah.
doing this. Okay. Oh Lord, and I'm the middle child here.
Yeah.
I'm the middle
I'm-
one, I think, right?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I know your birthday. Yeah, I'm the middle child here.
I'm also curious about something. If they say that the games are made that don't have them in mind, do they mean the actual controls of the games? Because some of them can be complicated.
Mm.
And as you get older, unfortunately, your motor functions don't go as well as they did. Or do they mean the actual characters? And are they looking at the larger games, say like your big name games, or the indies? Because that price that they're spending versus the game, if they're spending that much, they're probably just buying that one game, maybe, or maybe they're buying a couple of the indie games, but they're probably going more with the big games. Indie games, I feel, are going to be more maybe their speed, because they're actually going to help with your mental as well, as far as keeping that a little more spry, a little more active, because a lot of these indie games are just, the stories are so incredible and so amazing, and you have to go back to remember little things, little details, go back and do this. So I'm wondering, do they mean the actual gameplay or the characters when they say they're not feeling represented? And what games are they playing in that? But they probably are playing more of the bigger games, I would say. They're your Assassin's Creed, your whatever. You know what I mean?
You're triple.
See, then
triple
again,
A
that's it still kind of varies, because like age wise, like now people who look a certain age don't look a certain age. Like
Mm.
prime
yeah.
example here,
Mm.
Yeah.
don't look a certain age. So it's like how can you say what really represents a 75-year-old? Like even if you look at someone like these Hollywood actors, some of these people you wouldn't think are like 75. or
Mm-hmm.
even shoot like for example, James Earl Jones is 90.
He's still
Yeah.
alive.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Knock
Thank
on wood.
goodness.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh my god! I
Yeah,
have
but he looks
wow.
what 60s, maybe
Thank
early
Like
70s,
goodness.
he
maybe.
still looks good. So it's like it's just a
Yeah.
thing of like what do you like, okay, obviously everybody can get gray hair, but you can get gray hair now if you just want to dye your hair white
Yeah.
or like
And a
dye
lot
it
of
gray or
people.
whatever. So it's like
Yeah.
what's really considered old, 'cause, like, okay, if we just talk about Assassin's Creed, you do play as Ezio as he gets older. He
Mhm.
might not be like, in his 70s, but I would at least want to say like he's in like his like 40s and 50s before like you don't see him anymore. So it's like,
And with that, when you play as him, and I'm not trying to be funny, but when you're in that final battle,
oh yeah.
he's not moving so well.
Mm-mm.
So you want to be represented, like if say it is 70s, you want to be represented. That's the representation of it. Do you want to play as that, or do you want to live vicariously through a character who is hopping from rooftop to rooftop?
Which is what I
That's the
mean.
yeah, because I felt bad, and that's a character that you literally start with him from birth,
Mm-hmm.
literally, and that's a character that I loved because it was beautiful to see where his life was. So I don't want a character that's got a dodgy knee and a bad back.
No. That's
You know
so
what I mean?
sad.
If somebody wants to play as that, and the game is different, like you have to like it's more of a detective story, and you have to figure out puzzles and everything. I can get that. Cool. That's also gonna spark up your mental, but physically, you're not gonna be doing much. I mean,
Right.
I'm not trying to be funny.
Mm.
No, and it's just you're right. It's true. So it's like that's what I'm saying. I'm like, if they want representation, at least for the, like indie games or even like quote unquote, I would say like top tier games that we would probably like, you do see
Mm.
older people in games. So like they are being represented, but just not as like possible playable characters.
Yeah.
Like you do see them, but it's like, like you said, do you want to play somebody who has a bad back and like a broken kneecap? Or do you want one that's like, like in like their 20s or whatever that could like, fly off the walls and stuff?
Yeah.
That's the yeah. It's very interesting though. It's very interesting to see it.
Mhm.
And again, if they were gamers before and they're playing these games and they don't feel like they're represented more because they're still playing as a character that hasn't aged, but they have. So it's yeah, that's a very interesting thing. I know I will. Well, hopefully, I will still be playing at that age.
Agreed.
Same.
Hopefully, maybe they'll have more available VR stuff. I have no idea, but
Well, that's what I want from Black Mirror.
I don't want none from Black Mirror. I don't want no
I
technology
want.
from Black Mirror. No, I'm good. Because I was thinking about the episode with the pig the other day, and I was like,
Oh yeah, oh,
for a
that's one of my
while.
favorites. Oh my gosh, that was
That was
such
the first episode. They were like, "Look, we're gonna throw this at you, and if you stay, thank you. If you don't, it's cool."
What is it called? Striking Vipers is the one with the video game one, but the pig thing, I forgot
That
the
was
name of
one
that
of the
one.
best episodes.
Striking
Was
Vipers.
Striking Vipers, yeah, because it was so
That's what I want.
so different, and the fact that it was Black Manta and Falcon,
Oh
I
yeah,
was
that's
like,
That's what
right.
I want.
it's so cool. And he's like, I've done everything. A panda will get. Well, all right.
Yeah.
Never mind. If you haven't watched Black Mirror, watch Black Mirror from beginning to end. First
On
episode. You
Netflix.
can skip Bandersnatch if you want. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was all right. It was a great experiment, but it just wasn't there. Yeah. So that's very interesting. That's a very interesting dilemma, though. Honestly, it is.
Thank you.
I'll
So,
find out in a couple years. I'll let you know.
same. We'll be right there along with you.
Well, I'll be a few years ahead of all of you. So.
It's okay.
We'll see what happens. Hopefully, my PlayStation 37 will still work at that point,
Oh God.
It should.
or whatever the hell they have going on. Yeah. So, yes, the way that you were talking about that and the price point and everything, and they're looking to save money on the games. I mean, we all are. I mean, obviously, so that's very good. But I mean, if there was only a way that we could find out games that, so we could really do it. We could have fun on a budget. We could even geek on a budget.
Oh, we are geeking on a budget,
Oh my
ladies
God!
and
I didn't
gentlemen.
what?
crazy.
What?
Wow.
We are geeking on a budget, and as at least this group knows, I am a Square Enix fan because they forever taking my money. But here's something that you retro people might like, because apparently on the Nintendo Switch, they have Final Fantasies 1 to 6 in a bundle.
Whoa.
For $74.99. You figure I did the math, it's literally $12.50 per game at that point.
Wow. That's
On the Switch.
On the Switch.
Shocking. 1 through 6.
1 through 6.
Now, is that for a certain time limit period?
So right now there is no time limit, but I would just say if you can get it while it's good, because apparently they just released this bundle on the 19th. So literally this is like brand spanking new.
Like 2 days ago.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And I would say at this point, you're better off getting the bundle versus getting all the games individually, because some of these games run between $17.99 and $12.99 per game.
Bet
Wow.
money.
Yeah.
We'll have a the link for that in the episode description, folks, because that's some prime geeking on a budget information right there.
Who else is telling you wall of shame?
Let me put money back on my card. Oh my god.
Who else is telling you this stuff? Who else is trying to save you money so you can truly geek out and have fun and enjoy? Who else is doing that for you?
We are.
Thank you.
Come on, folks. Come on.
You're welcome. Thank you, Square.
Nobody's
breaking my pockets.
But that is a definite. That's a ridiculous deal. It is.
And especially for a lot of people that have not played like the games like before 7, because trying to get like the earlier Final Fantasies were kind of hard, because sometimes you might find them on the PC, sometimes you might find them like on PlayStation, they might have it on Xbox, or like before the Switch was even a Switch, you would get on like the DS at the time, I believe, or 3DS. So it's like there's like random versions of it coming out, but not all of them coming out at the same time. So I would say get it.
If you are on the Switch and you want to dive in,
I got
money
it
to spend.
That's baby right there.
Spend.
The only Switch I do is never mind. So that's a great. You'll have to wait for October for any type of stories like that, folks. October. But that's a ridiculous deal. That's awesome. Thank you, Job. Thank you for sharing such an amazing a tip for everyone here. Awesome. All right. So, do we want to go into the trailer and then the Schomburg?
I just got one more.
Oh, you got another one?
I do.
Go ahead.
And then I will stop so we get on to the Schomburgness of Bergness.
I don't.
So, it is related to Disney and Marvel.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we finally have visitation rights for Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
The original, like the one.
So I'll break it down, because as you know, Spider-Man has been one of those superhero characters that have been going through a custody battle between Disney and Sony.
Very elusive.
Most people that don't know, there was a Spider-Man before Tom Holland. Okay.
Yeah.
2 of them. So apparently, as of today, you're going to be having the Spider-Man Homecoming on Disney Plus, which comes along with Sam Raimi's original Spider-Man trilogy, which for people that haven't watched it, which includes Tobey Maguire, Kristen Dunst, and James Franco, I believe is correct, right?
Yes.
The original.
And Willem Dafoe.
Yes.
Willem Dafoe.
Something of a scientist myself. I don't know if you know this. I just
God.
And then later on, we will be having the Amazing Spider-Man that had Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone in that one. And that'll be coming later on next month on the 12th of May. We are still waiting for for Venom, and we're also waiting for, I believe, what they were
Morbius.
No. Yeah.
Oh no.
We're still in for No Way Home to come, even though that was one of the biggest solo Spider-Man movies that was out because of the OGs. And it's literally like a 3 generation Spider-Man in one movie, and everybody had their moment.
Yes.
So if you guys are Spider-Man fans, or you guys haven't seen like the OG Spider-Mans, it's the best time to watch it because half the time you couldn't even watch it. Sometimes you could get it on Prime Video. Sometimes they would have it on Netflix, but the fact that they're bringing them now down to one streaming platform is awesome.
Disney Plus is fantastic. Like, oh my god,
As long as they keep their visitation rights,
yes,
then we're good.
Is,
yes.
Now, is there any word on Spider-Man? Why am I zoning out on the name of one of my favorite animated Spider-Man movies?
Oh, if you're talking about
Spider-Verse?
Into the Spider-Verse,
Yes. Is there any word on that?
there is no confirmation on that one because
Okay.
technically, since that is like solely Sony,
Yeah.
because it is like that was like their first one to actually wasn't that their first one to actually win like a Oscar for like best animation at the time.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was hugely lauded after, and the second one. I hope there's something that happens, getting close to the date of the release of Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, so I think with the Into the Spider-Verse is going to be solely on Sony, so that's probably going to be sticking with. This is just my assumption. It's probably going to stick with like HBO Max, maybe.
It's not even on there.
Oh, it's not even on there.
The only place I've ever seen it stream has been on Netflix. I haven't seen it stream on anywhere else, and I
Oh.
don't think it will be on there because of maybe Warner Brothers HBO Max, even though they do have the Blade movies.
True.
Ironic.
Well, then it might just be like you said. It might just be on Netflix then. So like,
Yeah. Well, no, they're not going to put it on there either. I don't believe because they took it off of there at some point.
Oh, they did.
So
I
I
can't
don't know.
keep up.
Yeah, there's no place that has it streaming. If you want to watch it, you either have to do your digital or watch your DVD or VHS.
Or if it ever comes back on cable again. 'Cause I think I ended up seeing it one time on cable when I was
Oh, I
watching.
did.
It was on like FX.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
one of the quote unquote basic channels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has. I haven't seen it on a premium channel. Like I said, the only place I've seen it was on Netflix, which is odd, but it's one of I hope at some point they'll have those there. I hope at some point they'll even have like the Japanese Spider-Man movies and stuff on there. I mean, just
So
go big or go
crazy.
home. Go big or go home. I'm saying, just have a whole Spider-Man collection and just blow everyone's mind. Have like the old like 70s Spider-Man movies where the webbing was like rope.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Like
about
have
that.
that. Go all the way out. I'm saying, go big or go home.
True.
What are you gonna do, Phage? What are you gonna do?
I mean, but yes, like as far as like the Spider-Verse ones, like we have to figure out probably do another custody battle between Sony and Disney just to figure out what they want to do.
Yeah, because that's going to be the second one. The first one is incredible. It's
Yeah.
amazing. The second one is going to be huge. I mean, you have now you have Oscar Isaacs as one of my favorite. One of my favorite Spider-Man of 2099. Miguel O'Hara.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have Black Spider-Woman.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
then we're also gonna like the Indian Spider-Man too.
Yeah, there's going to be so many more because you're going to see all of the different spider hero incarnations throughout.
Yeah, because it's a Spider-Verse.
The Spider-Verse,
so it's like,
this is going to be so. And the soundtrack, God,
I
can't wait
the
for the
first
soundtrack.
one was just
awesome.
Oof.
Can't stop me now. That moment, jumping off, and you feel it. And when the two themes actually cross while it's playing, it's amazing. So yeah, if I could go on Disney Plus and watch Into the Spider-Verse, I would be very pleased.
Yeah.
Message. It's another message. Another message is that 3 of the most hard-hitting heroes are going to be coming together in a movie for Marvel, and the movie's going to be called. Well, no, that's going to be a couple years down the line. We don't want to describe this till it.
That was Jordan Peele's Us. That's not. No. That was great too, but also
I'm not going into that movie. I don't want to see my other. I'm not trying to see my other. The tether version of me. I ain't trying to see that brother. I know he been through some stuff.
Oh, poor baby. Oh no.
Rabbits and carrying on, but no, we're going to be getting the Marvels.
The Marvels.
This movie is going to be ridiculous. Now, neither of you have seen the trailer, correct?
No.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to watch the trailer and we're going to have our faces on there. I've seen the trailer about 3 times, and anyone who knows me knows what I'm geeked for, what I'm excited about, but I'm also excited to see just how they interact and how they come together, and knowing um, uh, Ms. Marvel's fandom of Captain Marvel and from the comics, and it's just going to be awesome. It's yeah. So I'm going to put that on now,
Okay.
and I'm going to put the sound on as well, and
Sound.
here we go.
Captain Rambo? What the hell are you doing?
Entering the jump point perimeter. I'm gonna get you some readings, Fury. Hello? Hello?
Captain Rambo?
Is this an Avengers test?
Oh
Where's
no.
Captain Rambo?
Oh shit.
What?
What the? Hi.
We're looking for Kamala Khan.
Okay, so our powers are entangled. I can manipulate light energy. And you, I could totally show you.
No!
No, I'm not again. Hi. Where's our daughter? Wherever you were.
Oh no! Oh, I want this so bad.
Shields up!
Come on,
Kitties!
we're fighting.
We're a team. Oh, no. We're not a team. We're not a team.
I want this so bad. What?
So
they cross reference and do the things and do the yo.
I have
So-
so many questions.
there's that happening.
Wow, I want that.
Yes, well, November 10th, you will be getting The Marvels. This movie has the potential to just completely wreck the box office, and I believe that it will.
Yes.
I have so many questions.
And you will
It's-
get so many answers.
I have
It's
to watch
mostly in
the
regards to,
Marvel
like
now.
the multiverse. Like it's like where, like in what kind of like timeline does that seep into?
Well,
it's-
that's the thing, because this is also going to play with Secret Invasion.
That's another thing I was wondering about. I'm like, because we got Loki season 2 coming out,
Mm-hmm.
and then we also got Secret Invasion. So I'm like, where does this come? Where does this come?
This may come after Spider-Man Far From Home, because we saw Fury, who wasn't Fury,
Right.
and we saw him on a space station.
That's
So
right. 'cause
maybe around that time.
he was chilling.
Right, because because Shield is gone, so you need another. So that's where Sword comes in.
Yeah.
This is going to be huge,
Barely.
very huge. We're going to get a big budget superhero movie led by 3 women. First off, a black woman and a brown girl.
Yep.
Mhm.
Does not happen. This has not happened. Let's be honest. This has not happened.
Mhm. I'm happy
This
that Brie
has-
Larson's still in it. 'Cause I thought she was gonna not do it again.
Yeah, Brie Larson. The person I wanted to play Captain Danvers is much older now, so I understand that they're trying to make obviously more movies and the legacy and everything like that, and a franchise. So I needed someone younger than who I was looking at, who was Katie Sackhoff, who I'm a huge fan of. Battlestar Galactica, she played Starbuck. Longmire.
Let's Google. Who?
She's even the one who people said if there was going to be a female Joker, they wanted it to be her because of the way she smiles. Her smile is very it's almost it's eerily it's welcoming. It's also eerie.
How do you spell her name?
I want to say Sackoff. Sackoff.
Oh, okay. I was like, this is completely different than what I was thinking.
Um,
Katie Sackhoff. Oh, okay. She her birthday
she's
passed.
she's tall, lean, muscular. She's been in like a bunch of
Hmm.
stuff throughout the years. Yeah, so
Okay,
she's who I had
that's
planned
good.
on it. But this movie, yeah, it's just there's a lot in that trailer that I want, and I'm so excited for November 10th.
Yeah, I'm glad I waited to
I can
watch that
see
with
it.
y'all.
I can see it.
Uh,
Mhm.
who? Katie?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's she was that one. But Brie Larson, I know that someone on this show had a complaint about Brie Larson. Um, I'm not gonna bring it up. Let's not even talk about it. I know it was, and it always made me laugh because when I saw it, I was like, yeah.
This,
But I tried to let that go and look at the bigger picture of everything. But yeah, I was like, why are you doing? I was like, all right, never mind, whatever.
the personality's great.
Some
Her
people just
personality.
move in a different way.
Yep.
That's all. I remember when you said it too. I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
Not,
just
not.
look at her.
You're not wrong.
She's cute though. Like she's great. Like I like her, but
You know, she definitely does embody everything. I loved when she had the shorter hair too, because that also embodied a lot of like Captain Marvel. But
Mhm.
I mean, Kamala Khan
I have to
stepping in big time,
I gotta
and
watch that.
such a huge fan of the series Ms. Marvel. I love it.
It's
And
really nice to see the comics that you basically had me start off on in
Mhm.
Marvel are now bigger than ever.
yeah,
So thank
Yeah,
you.
they're finally getting like their limelight for everything,
hmm
which is good.
it's just really a cool thing, and to see a brown Muslim girl from Jersey
Jersey City.
going intergalactic. Thank you to the Beastie Boys, obviously,
Yes.
and just doing that. And then let's not forget Monica Rambeau, one of the baddest to ever do it. She's been an Avenger. She was the first person after Captain Marvel died, the original Captain Marvel,
Hmm.
to actually have the title Captain Marvel.
Mm,
She had the fro and the white suit. She was an Avenger. She was a leader of an Avenger team as well.
wow.
She
Monica Rambeau did the dang thing.
she is one of the baddest to do it.
She did the thing.
E-
She's not
And
Angela
just
Bassett, but she did it.
no, no.
Monica
But it just
Rambeau
I
did the thing.
just yeah. And her suit is just exactly what it is in the comics.
Mm.
Yeah. So yes, this will be coming out. I'm glad that I was able to see both of your reactions.
I
First
love the
time seeing
kitties.
it.
Who's the fine dude in the section of the Marvel? Who was that? Hold on, the
He
Marvel.
is. I'm trying to think of that. There's something that he switched about that character. He's a villain. I'm not sure
Oh, he was fine.
what
That
the
dude.
character's name is. I don't know. But we get
Uh,
everything. We get the Flurkin comes back.
uh-huh.
We've got uh
Seen that.
Fury is back, but again, we're gonna have more Fury because we're also gonna be a Secret Invasion,
Hmm.
which is gonna tie in, and I'm guessing this is them fighting possibly because I'm trying to figure who they were actually fighting, and I'm thinking maybe Super Skrull.
And isn't because weren't they fighting? They did show that in Secret Invasion, if I'm correct, right?
Think so, but if they do that, they have to somehow almost maybe introduce the Fantastic Four into canon. I mean, canon Fantastic Four is in canon because of um by Mouth of Madness, or excuse me, the Multiverse of Madness,
Yeah.
because of Reed. Also, X-Men are canon,
Yeah.
as you know, as well as proper Inhumans.
Big old rabbit hole.
So they are
Fall down.
canon now. And I don't know if they meant to do that or not, or they probably did, but everybody thinks because it's multiverse. No, that's canon because multiverse there are going to be different versions of things.
You know what? Just do another Deadpool and just bring everybody together and let them just like have at it. It'll work.
I'm wondering how they're going to do everything in Deadpool. I'm curious about it. Also because of it, if it's going to be a proper MCU movie and to be the first R-rated one.
Mm.
Because you can't have Deadpool and it be PG-13. It doesn't
Well,
just
no,
doesn't
but I
work.
mean, like besides what was it? Besides Logan, technically Deadpool was the only other R-rated Marvel movie
Blade,
since Blade.
I am Blade. So there was
Blade.
like third now.
Yeah,
Third.
Yeah.
but those weren't proper MCU. You know what I mean? Movies. So
Hmm.
to bring that, because I can't even think of how you can do Blade up. Maybe a hard PG-13 Blade, but you really need to, because Blade's a vampire hunter.
Yeah.
His name is Blade. His name is an actual weapon. His name is a weapon.
Yeah.
It's
Wait.
not.
Deadpool's just comical, but he's very raunchy.
Yeah, it's very open, and everything is. There's nothing that Deadpool won't talk about. I mean, we even saw in that he showed that that he's bisexual. He showed being pegged. So there's a lot that you can do with this character if you allow that. But I'm wondering how far they're going to go with that. You know what I mean? As far as that, but aside from that, the Marvels is going to be awesome. The Marvels is going to be such a. I can't imagine all the little girls going in there watching it and
Oh
coming
yeah.
out. That's one of the that was one of the best things about watching was it Black Panther or was it Wonder Woman? I'm trying to remember what it was, and
I think it's both.
I was
I would
leaving. There
agree.
were these little these little girls, I think they were like sisters
Probably
possibly,
Wonder Woman.
and they were coming out and they were just doing the moves that were in the movie, and
Mm.
they saw themselves in it. That's one of the best
Okay.
things possible. That's one of the most beautiful things possible. Is when I
Mhm.
get out of a theater, I know it. Oh yeah, I know. But seeing those little girls see it, that yeah.
Yeah. Well, just don't Google the Marvels trailer and start scrolling because you'll see it's like the most disliked trailer in history, like Marvel history. I just did a quick Google search because I want to find out who that fine man was in the trailer, and it is straight up the most disliked in YouTube history. Of course, it is.
By people who don't matter, so whatever.
Exactly.
That part.
That part right there. Yep.
Because I don't care. I'll always be the disruptor, always.
Of course.
So, I mean, the trailer was amazing. You feeling good?
Yes.
Very
Feeling hyped?
Yes.
Well, here's something else that you can marvel at. We went to. Damn, the segues just keep coming.
So good.
We got to go to the Schaumburg Black Comic Book Festival last week, and we got to meet our benefactor. Well, I've already met him before, but both got to meet our benefactor, Dedrin Sneed. Thank you very much, Dedrin, for giving us the keys for Subsume.
Yes.
And
T-shirts are comfy.
Yes.
T-shirts are comfy. I
T-shirt,
love it.
Look at that. T-shirts are a hit. It's awesome.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
It's a walk.
Now, Joy, this was not your first time at the Black Comic Book Festival. You've been there before. You and I actually met. The first time we met there.
Yes.
Jabba, was this your first time there?
Yes.
As this being your first time, how did you like it?
It was a lot. It was a lot for like my first convention for the year. It was a lot, but I appreciate the community that was in there and giving their space. And there was people that I wasn't even expecting to see, which made me go broke, unfortunately. So,
But
I
that
don't
print,
like neither
though,
one of you. That print, we will talk
that
about
print,
that print.
it's going to get that. It's going to get
But
a
yes.
frame.
Oh yeah, right now it's just like pinned with like in the corner of like thumbtacks, just in the corners. Being very gentle with it.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I actually wouldn't mind going back there to actually see the Schomburg, like without it being like within like it's all fame and glory. Just like actually go in there, actually look into the building itself.
Mm-hmm.
I was interested. I'm like, I want to see what all this stuff's about.
It's a beautiful place. Now, Joy, this was what, your third time?
Yes. It should be, yeah.
And how'd you like it this year?
So my fault. I was late. Bibi had to put together the brunch of a lifetime, and we was eating, and then we wanted to be good Samaritans and drop off some books before we got there. So we was already late. So apologies. Got there. I had a budget in my mind, and then my budget said F that. And I spent so much freaking money. I spent too much money on things, but I loved it except the last part, except the part that me, you, and Baby were involved in. After that, I was like, all right, you know what? Obviously, we gotta go. And I've told everyone this too.
Yeah.
I've told everyone what happened. I don't know who that lady was. I don't know her name. I don't know what it is, but it goes to tell me and it goes to show me that that's what makes experiences how and who they are. Like, I had a great time. We had a great time, but it can be one thing that could kind of ruin it for me. And that part at the end is where I was like, man, we were having such a good time. And for her to just come out of nowhere and start yelling at us, did not like that. Wasn't doing anything. And of course, the main line that kind of, there's two reasons why I'm pissed off about it. It's just, first of all, the line that she said to us was like, you know, y'all shouldn't even be in this line. There shouldn't even be a line. If I catch you downstairs, I wouldn't even let you downstairs because y'all not supposed to do that. Like, the way that she came at us was high key disrespectful. And the second part was, I wanted to explain myself, but we weren't doing anything wrong. We were lining up just how I have been in there for multiple hours. Everyone I've seen when we passed by to go downstairs was in a line. So for her to specifically, like, you know, zone in on us, and then furthermore to have the security dude who was in control of the line turn his back and not even say anything to us, like not even speak up for anybody else. You literally stopped us. So I didn't like that experience at all. But I'm assuming that was God telling us, look, JabbaChan and the Hungry Bleak been outside for damn near 50 hours. Get your butt outside. Like, I mean, the Hungry Bleak, you're with us. But like, everybody have been outside waiting to get out. Go. Like, this is now your time. Don't spend no more money. But it was unfortunate that I didn't get to see who was downstairs. I didn't get to support who was downstairs. When people asked me, oh, how was the thing? I saw two halves of it. I didn't see the whole thing. So shout out to all the creators that were downstairs that I couldn't see. But, you know, there's always next year, right? Hopefully we don't have another super virus come and affect us and almost kill everyone.
You don't talk about
virus. Hopefully next year I get to go down there on time and we get to, you know, support more people because I really, really loved it. It was some really great creators out there.
Yeah,
how about you, sir?
It's definitely this is my 6th or 7th time there. I didn't realize that it had been 11 years. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
But it's an event that I love going to. First off, I love going to the fact because I'm in Harlem. So yeah. The Schomburg Center is beautiful. Like, I've actually, aside from the event, like the event was going on, but I actually was looking at there was a time, I forgot what event it was, where I just looked at the actual art pieces that were in there.
Yeah.
And they were beautiful. And I went and looked in the bookstore as well, which is like right around the corner, like inside still the building. And I was there, and I mean, you'll see some of the usual creators there who are, you know, any event that's in New York, you're going to see them. You're going to see your Aletha Martinez. You're going to see your TJ Sterlings. You're going to see your Greg Anderson. At least you're going to see
Marcus Williams.
Marcus Williams. You're going to see Greg Burnham. You're going to see and Stephen Harris. But then you have people who come in from other states, like Dedrin Sneed actually came from another state. Sean Aline came in from another state. Cerise Rennie Murphy came in from another state. You'll see them there, and with a plethora of other people, and you'll see, and they have cosplayer contests as well, which are beautiful. And the general pass for the Black Comic Book Festival is free. You can choose to donate when you actually go to events like Eventbrite. You can go to donate if you like, or you could just, you know, get your ticket. If you want to see, I believe it's panels, and cosplay contest, you have to pay extra, and it's a different color band. Like, they give you different color bands for whatever you're there to see. But it's a beautiful event. I love it. 11 years strong, and here's looking towards the 12th year. I'm always a fan of going there, seeing people that I know who are friends, who are creators, and picking up stuff. I usually have all their stuff already, so I go in there and I don't buy anything.
That was my one.
Have it.
That was my one thing with Greg.
Yeah.
And I feel bad because I felt bad that I bought it, but of course I didn't know he was in it until he posted on Instagram. And I was like, dang it, maybe I should have just brought the book
If you bring the book, he'll sign whatever it is,
I didn't
what
even
have
think.
you. He's gonna be, I believe, at Anyone Comics for a free comic book day, along with Amy Reeder, who is another
Oh my God, yes.
awesome. And I'm really, really tempted to go to New York for Amy Reeder because she's awesome. Yeah, but it's always a beautiful event. I love it. On Juneteenth weekend, they're going to have, I think it's called the Lit Fest, which is going to be more like a literary thing. Last year it was outside, like they closed off the street and it was beautiful. So hopefully this year it'll be outside again. If the weather's nice and everything's cool, be
Check my
outside.
calendar.
Check it
Yeah, so
because
wait a minute.
I want to
Sorry.
say June 17th.
Okay.
I want to say.
Might be able to do that one.
Yeah, I'm trying to go there that weekend because it's a beautiful thing. I love it. I love seeing the positivity, everyone getting together. It's normally in the dead of winter, so it's cold. So this is the first year that they've had it in April. It's usually like I've been there twice when it's snowing. Last year we didn't have it because of the pandemic. So they kind of did a couple of virtual things, but I was in New York. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I was, so they didn't have it, but this year they had it and they decided to do it in April. So it was nicer. You got better weather. It was a beautiful evening as well. Folks came out and showed all the love, and it's 2 days. It used to be only one day. Now it's 2 days because it got so big and it's so beautiful and everything, and it's amazing. And I absolutely love that event, and I will continue to go as long as they have it. If I'm still here in Jersey, I will continue to go. If I'm out of state, I will make every effort I can to come back up here to see it because I love that event. That's awesome. And yeah, we could definitely plan a day where we could just go to Schaumburg as is.
Yeah.
And just chill. Just be there. Bring V. Bring V.
Yeah,
there will not be a food truck.
I'll bring Valentine.
There will not be a food truck, unfortunately. So he will not have to decide on whether or not to risk it all on mozzarella sticks, which good choice. You did not. It was a very smart move. St. Augustine forever. No, not forever.
Definitely not. Please, no.
But no offense to anyone who lives in St. Augustine. It's an inside joke, kind of.
Inside joke.
It's an inside joke, but actually, yeah. It's yeah. So that was a beautiful thing. I love it. I want to go back. We'll make it happen next year. But we're going to be looking towards more things coming up. This is con season. It's going to start revving up. Jabba is going to be at every con apparently in the Omniverse.
Just about your girl's trying.
Look,
I will keep y'all updated, so don't worry.
So,
I got y'all covered.
But you're going to come back and let us know how each of the conventions were, as for whatever side you're on, whether you're a vendor or a spectator.
Yeah, and I might make y'all a little bit jealous because I can even tell y'all some stuff that's going to be coming up. What? But we'll wait for other people to figure that out later on. I'll let you know after this episode's done.
This is what's up. Folks. We're doing this now, but we're also looking to tomorrow. Yep. We want to do better. I know what I've already mentioned to our benefactor about a certain event in October. That has like
Oktoberfest
4 letters.
No, let me
stop. I mean, I could put a little bit on it because I know a beer garden. But
another time.
The food needs some seasoning, but I mean it's all right. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, just stick with us, folks. We're just gonna keep doing this more and more and more. All right. So on that note, do you have any final words for the people?
Stay awesome. Stay hydrated.
That's actually very good.
Subsume all day.
That part.
I don't know what this is. I don't know what I threw up there.
Okay,
I have no idea. I have no idea what this is. It is of the Vishanti. Of the Vishanti is always you have to. My chakras are aligned. Yeah, folks. Thank you very much for being with us again. As always, Mondays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be coming at you. We will be coming at you with some of the geek stories of the week, of the previous week. editorials, reviews. We're going to try to throw a little bit of everything in there, okay? So, Jabba, where can they find you?
Find me on Twitch at JabbaChan2008, Instagram just JabbaChan, and YouTube JabbaChan.
Joy, where can they find you?
You can find me on all the things. You can find me on the Instagram, the Twitters, the Facebooks, the not the fans that are only, not the solo fans, but you know, other stuff. Also wanted to say again, shout out to Subsume. Please buy this book.
Yes.
Please support the Mandem. Also got a nice bag.
Yes, the bag. The bag is going to be clutch. The bag is going to be clutch. I can already see
so
that.
Good.
Of course.
I'm just dripping in swagoo. But this book was please support this man and continue to support Black creators. We out here. We working.
Exactly.
So
every day, all day.
We doing it.
Yeah, if you have the opportunity, pick up Soul Nebula, Subsume. Mm-hmm. That one's going. New Pilgrim is one of my favorite new terms. If you read it, you'll know why I said that, because it deserves it. So, folks, yes, I want you to enjoy your day, your evening, whatever it is. And remember, keep turning the pages, because your story is not over yet. Have a good one, folks. We will see you next week. Bye.
Dorsey.